Welcome back, boys and girls. Before we check the problems that we did in our previous lesson, we're going to do some quick speed drills here. All right, I'm going to hold up a card and see if you can do it. This is 5 times 3, 15. 7 times 2, 14. 3 times 3, 9. 5 times 2, 10. 5 times 7, 35. 3 times 9, 27. 5 times 8, 40. 6 times 7, 42. 9 times 6, 54. And 7 times 4, 28. Can't stress enough, practice these multiplication numbers. Get them to where you're pretty snappy with them. All right, last lesson we did the multiplication of the 3's. Let's do the multiplications of the 4's. All right, 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 5, 20. 4 times 6, 24. 4 times 7, 28. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 9, 36. 4 times 10, 40. 4 times 11, 44. And 4 times 12, 48. All right, keep up on working on those skills. All right, let's check the problems that we did in the previous lessons. We have 694 times 2. Again, 694 is a factor. 2 is a factor where when we multiply, we're going to find a product. So let's start with 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Then we go 2 to the times 9, which gives us 18. Put an 8, carry a 1. 2 times 6, 12, plus the 1 that we carried gives us 13. Every 3 digits gets a comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. All right. Here we have a 2-digit multiplication. So we have 27 times 51. Don't get scared. Just start one column at one number at a time. So let's factor out this 1. Again, if I need to, make me a little turtle head so I keep them separated. All right, so we have 1 times 7 gives us 7. 1 times 2 gives me 2. Again, I'm done with that. I can lay an egg. And now I'm just going to focus on the 5. So now we have 5 times 7 gives us 35. So put a 5, carry a 3. Now I have 5 times 2 is 10, plus the 3 gives me 13. Now we'll take these two numbers and add them. 7 plus 0 is 7. 2 plus 5 is 7. Bring down my 3 and my 1. Every 3 digits gets a comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. All right. Now again, I have 432 times 12. Again, I'm only going to focus first on the first 2, this right here. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Again, since I'm done with that, I'm going to put a space holder here. I'm going to the second column. I need to start on the second column down here. So 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. And we add these numbers. 4 plus 0 is 4. And then we have 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry a 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Every 3 digits gets a comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. Today our lesson is going to be on division, finding the quotient. So we'll have a dividend, a divisor, and then our answer will be a quotient. As you can see, I've written on the board a statement that says, dead monkeys stink bad. Thought we were talking about division, and now you're talking about stinky monkeys, Mrs. French. What are we doing here? Well, if we can remember that dead monkeys stink bad, we can remember the steps to division. We have dead stands for divide. First, we're going to divide. And then we're going to multiply, and that's where monkeys comes in. Then we're going to subtract, and that's what stink stands for. And then we're going to bring down. That's what bad stands for. So if we can remember, dead monkeys stink bad, it'll help us to remember divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. We will do this in order in a process. Again, math is a process and very orderly. And we have to do it in order. We can't go to divide, then to subtract, to multiply, and then to bring down. We must start with divide. We must follow it with multiply, subtract, and bring down. So let's start. One thing I like to do is I like to put a little multiplication sign right there, just to remind me that this number times this number is going to be what I put here. All right, so we have 6. We have 324. That's going to be our dividend. And we're going to divide it by 6. That's going to be our divisor. When we have our final answer will be our quotient. So we're going to start with 3 divided by 6. Well, 6 doesn't go into 3, so let's look at 32. We have to go to the next 2 digits, so we have 32. How many times can 6 factor into 32 without going over it? Well, if you know 6 times 5 is 30, and 6 times 6 is 36, 36 is too much, so we're going to go to the 5. So we're going to put a 5 above this 2, which stands for 32, because I went into the whole number 32. Now I'm going to, see, that's my division. Now I'm going to multiply. 5 times 6 gives me 30. Now, the next step is to subtract. So 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. Now, I did the subtraction. Now I have to bring down. So I bring down my 4, and I'm going to start the process all over again. Now we'll take 24 and divide it by 6. Okay, so 6 times 5 was 30, so that's too big. If we go to 6 times 4, we'll have 24. So I'm going to put a 4 right there. Now we multiply back. 4 times 6 gives me 24. I then subtract. 24 minus 24 is 0. Now I look, do I have any other numbers to bring down? No, I do not, so I am done. But again, we went divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. We're going to do a few others here in just a minute. All right, so I have some more problems on the board. We have 276 as our dividend, and we're going to divide it by 6. Since we practiced with the 6, we'll do the 6 again. So we're going to divide by 6. This will be our divisor. We're looking for the quotient. Again, we have to remember, divide, multiply, subtract to bring down. So let's start. Put that little multiplication sign right there. Let's start with division. Can 6 go into 2? No. So let's go 6 into 27. All right, so what's my 6 family? Again, 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. Okay, whoops, so we got to back up. We're going to go with 4. 6 times 4 gives me 24. So I've divided, I've multiplied. What's next? We need to subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. Now, am I done with the problem? No, because I have to bring down. And I have to bring down my 6. So now I'm going to start all over again. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Now I have 36 divided by 6. So then that will be 6, because 6 times 6 gives me 36. And I end up with 0. Do I have any other numbers to bring down? No. So 46 is my quotient. Now I wanted to see if you guys can do this problem. 824, my dividend, divided by 4. I want to see if you can find me the quotient. Who has an answer? Who thinks they got it right? All right, let's see if you are right. All right, here we go. We're going to start with divide. Remember, dead monkeys think bad. So we're going to go divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. 8 divided by 4. Okay, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Very good. So let's put a 2. Multiply back. 2 times 4 gives me 8. Subtract. 8 minus 8 is 0. Bring down just the 2 because that's the next number. Now, can 4 go into 2? Nope. So I have to put a 0 because 0 times 4, anything times 0 is always 0. So then I put a 0. I subtract. 2 minus 0 gives me 2. And my last step was to bring down. Now I start all over again. 24 divided by 4. That's right. It's 6. And 6 times 4 is 24. And I get 0. And I do not have any more numbers to bring down, so 206 is my quotient. Now let me write a few problems up here for you to work on until the next lesson. Okay, so your problems to work on till the next lesson is 324 is your dividend, 6 is going to be your divisor, you're going to find the quotient. Then you have 16,000, don't let that scare you, 16,824 as your dividend, and you're going to divide it by 8 as your divisor. Again, remember, dead monkeys stink bad. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. All right, before we leave, let's do over our multiplication to family of the fours again. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 5, 20. 4 times 6, 24. 4 times 7, 28. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 9, 36. 4 times 10, 40. 4 times 11, 44. 4 times 12, 48. Goodbye.